Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sherri, and my channel is obviously Country in the City. I am a country girl at heart, grew up in the country, and married a city boy, and here I am in suburbia in my little suburban ranch. You can also find me on Pinterest, Country in the City, and Instagram at country_in_the_city, and you will see it says my suburban ranch. So today I have a little bit of Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, it's a mismatch. Hobby Lobby, Dollar General, Thrift, and Happy Mail. And then I just wanted to come on and say hi. I've missed coming on. I was on Monday, but didn't really say anything on that video. It was just kind of a work video and thought you'd like to see the before and after. And if you missed it, I will show you my jelly cupboard redo. I will show you how I styled it. It's not a whole lot different, but you can also see the pictures on Instagram. So if you haven't already, and you have Instagram, hop on over there and you can see the redo, the picture of it, styled. But anyway, let's get started. It's not a big haul, but I wanted to come on and just say how happy I am. My channel's been growing very slow, but slow and steady wins the race. So that's what my grandpa always used to say, and my daddy, and my mom. She would say, don't rush through the Saturday morning cleaning of the house because slow and steady wins the race. If you do it wrong the first time, you're going to be sent back to do it again, and then you're just wasting your time. So I always learned to take my time and clean. She was very particular. My dad was a military man, who'd come, military when he was younger and come out and was a master carpenter thereafter. So he was very particular about how houses looked that he built. So, said that to say this. I'm just very happy to be here. And happy that you have responded so well to the jelly cupboard redo. And let's get into the haul. Like I said, it's a small haul, but I have some things I want to show you, and then some things afterwards that I'll talk to you about. Okay, first things first. I was so taken aback. I got Happy Mail this week. My husband got the mail out of the mailbox and walked it into me one afternoon this week. And I know she won't mind me saying who it's from. It's from Danielle over at Danielle's Decor. And if you're not already a subscriber of hers, go subscribe to her channel. You will not be disappointed. She is just a dear, dear friend. And she is a wonderful crafter. And she is just the sweetest, the sweetest. And I have a feeling we're very close in age, maybe. She's probably younger than me, but we have a lot of similarities. We have sons. And if you're a mom of sons, you can sympathize and recognize and, all of that. But she sent me a card, a beautiful Easter card, and says, beautiful Easter blessings, he is risen. And isn't that beautiful? Tulips are one of my favorite, all-time favorite flowers. I just adore tulips. I think because here in the Northeast where I live, things are so gloomy about more than half the year. Very just overcast and gloomy. And tulips are one of those first flowers in the spring, and it's like a breath of fresh air when you see a tulip pop through the snow or, along with the crocuses and the hyacinths. But yeah, she put a beautiful little message inside. And it says, may God's goodness overflow in a special way this Easter, filling your heart with his joy and your life with his love. Danielle, thank you. You don't know how much this card means to me and how much the sweet note means to me. I'm not going to cry. How much it means to me. I very much appreciate it and love you, girl. And she sent me in the package. I wasn't expecting anything. She had messaged me and asked me for my address, and I gave it to her. She said she wanted to send me a card. And I was looking forward to the card. And instead, I got a package with some love in it. But she sent me these adorable little quadruplet little chicks. They're very primitive, gingham. You know, my style here is very eclectic, primitive country, I like to say. It's kind of a mishmash of country and primitive and vintage, primitive and vintage country and vintage farmhouse. And, you know, it's very, but I just love, aren't they adorable? They've got the cutest little feet. And yes, they do stand. They do stand up. I tried it. If you spread the little these little toes out, they stand up. But I just think they're adorable. I may put them in the bowl with some of my bowl filler. I may put them on my 2-tiered tray here. I may just stick them in on my hutch here and there and have them peeping out. They're just nice spring decor. I wouldn't even call them Easter because of the colors, although they mix in well with the Easter. I try not to use real bright colors for Easter anyway, unless it's in the veggies, but they love color. I'm not the white on white farmhouse, but I love color. But aren't these just adorable? Thank you so much, Danielle. I so appreciate them. And every time I look at them, I'm going to be thinking of you and how sweet you are. And then, let's see, I went to, oh, hold on 1 minute. I didn't get the biggest thing. All right. I went to Dollar General. Oh, one day, I think it was early last week. Or, yeah, I think it was like Monday of last week or Friday of the week before. It may have been the last day of March, somewhere in there. That 30th of March, or I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, it was a week, more than a week ago, put it that way. And it was the same day that my friend Danielle at Danielle's Decor had put out her Dollar General haul, along with some other things, I think Hobby Lobby, Dollar General. And it was funny because I usually don't watch YouTube until at night when I'm sitting down after dinner. You know, if I don't have things going on, if I'm not folding laundry or doing dishes, if I have some time, that's usually when I'm watching YouTube videos. So I went, and I have a couple birds' nests on my hutch over here, and I'm looking for very muted shade, like eggs, like small eggs to put in the nests for the spring, because they're going to stay out right up until Patriotic, and I don't know, maybe even thereafter I'll mix Patriotic in with it. I don't know. Because I have birdhouses on my hutch, and so I want the nest. So I love bluebirds, and I know this is just a bluebird in color, but I found this adorable little bluebird at Dollar General. Now, I'm not into big, bright colors, but in the nest, he actually sits right in the nest that Rhonda Gary gave to me. One of my YouTube subscribers and a great friend who lives very close to me. Actually, just a couple miles from me. But isn't it cute? And it was only $1. And it's not real heavy, so it's perfect for in the nest. I just thought it was so lifelike. If the color was more realistic, you could pass this off as a real bird sitting it somewhere. It's just very lifelike. It's got a lot of texture on it, and I just think it's cute. The state bird for New York is the bluebird, and I think it's called the Eastern bluebird, but I just love it. Isn't it? It's so cute, just adorable. So I got that, and then I was walking through the spring aisle there. The bird was in like where they have the seeds and seed packets and gardening stuff. There was like a whole section, like an 8-foot section. It was nothing but like fairy garden stuff and little figurines like birds and just adorable stuff. And then on the next aisle over, they had some of their spring, it's all like farmer's market type stuff. I don't know how to get this in. Maybe hold it back here. But I got this pillow, and it's pretty big. I don't know what the size of it is. 14 by 20 is what it says. Finished size, 14 by 20. And it was only $8. Now, it's only spot clean because it doesn't have a zipper. But I honestly was thinking of where they have it stitched here, where they filled it. I was thinking of taking the stitching out and actually putting in a zipper so that I could take the cover off and wash it. I don't know. I may do that. You may see me do that because I have 2 pit bulls in my house and 3 sons, 2 who are adults, but when they come home, sometimes they're very clumsy with my stuff and it gets dirtied up. I'm also going to spray it with Scotch Guard so that, if they're slopping something, because it's here, I keep it here in the dining room. Actually, it's on my chair at my piano right over there. So it's a pretty nice size. 14 by 20 is a nice size. It's perfect. And I love the muted blue. I actually have a burlap table runner that has a muted blue stripe. Now, I think the blue might be a little off. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to pull that table runner out and look at it. But I love it. So I got that. And then the next day, I went on a little daytime excursion with my friend Rhonda. Rhonda Gary. I know she won't mind me telling, her name. She lives here close to me, and she's a great crafter and does craft shows and that. And she doesn't have a channel yet, but she's a wonderful person, and I know she's going to see this video. And Rhonda, hi. So we went out on a little excursion, and spent most of the day together and just hitting up some thrift store, and we went back to Dollar General, and I showed her everything that was there. She had been seeing it on different people's channels. We went to Hobby Lobby, we went to Big Lots, we went to a couple dollar stores, I think. HomeGoods. We went to HomeGoods. It was her first time at HomeGoods, which completely shocked me. And they had a ton of Rae Dunn at HomeGoods. A ton. The shelves were jam-packed. Nothing I'm interested in. I'm really just, I would love some of the dining plates, but I haven't really seen a saying that I would really want. I mean, I have false craft white heritage that I've had for almost 30 years. And I don't know if I could take the words on my plate. I don't know. But I'd like a rolling pin, but they're not out right now. Some of the new birdhouses are adorable. And I'm trying to think of what else in Rae Dunn. The salt and pepper cellars with the little wooden lids. I'm looking for a set for my daughter. I have a set that's white and black, but I'm looking for a set for my daughter. But Anyway, HomeGoods was just loaded for bear with some beautiful spring stuff, and their pillow selection was just phenomenal. But at the first thrift store we went to, now I have them in my Raydon bowl, so I didn't thrift my Raydon bowl. I'm just keeping them there until I figure out really what I want to do with them. But I got a whole bunch of faux strawberries. And you can see some of them look sugared and some of them aren't. And they are just beautiful. Thrifted a whole bag of them for $5. I mean, there's a huge amount. This bowl is deep down in. And I have them just crammed in there. Like, so I got a whole bunch of them. And it might have been a little expensive, but I really, this thrift store is going out of business. So, yeah. So they've been a really sweet couple and their family that owns the thrift store. And I just wanted to support them and help them out. And then we went to Hobby Lobby, and over in their floral section, we actually went through like the whole store except for the very back where like the framing stuff is and the painting stuff is. But over in the floral section, they had a lot of spheres like this, floral spheres, and some succulents and some little potted succulents, and it was on clearance. It was reduced, and I got this. This was normally $9.99. Let me see if I can show you. It was normally $9.99, and I got it for $2.49. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, $2.49. It's one of the big ones. It's one of the big accent balls. It doesn't have a size on here, but the number on it is, let me see. So it might be on clearance or reduced even online. The number is 1220052 if you want to look it up online. There you go. And yeah. But they had these, I don't have one like this. I have the boxwood accent balls that I got for accent florals that I got as a Christmas gift one year in a grab bag. Here, I'm going to show you the tag so you can see the name in case you want to look it up online or order it online for any of you that don't have a Hobby Lobby in your area. But yeah, it's really pretty, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but look, for summer, if you don't want your candles out a lot, look how pretty that is. See? Just set it on my candlestick. Let me show you. Isn't that nice? But, yeah. So, I think that was it. I think that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure that's it. Now, I did go back over. I just actually got home from the Dollar Tree. I've been looking for some florals. I have in my living room, in my spring tour, if you look, I have the grapevine going over the large doorway that goes from my living room into my kitchen. And I strung some twinkle lights in that. And in the video, I said I might be looking at, in the future, weaving some florals into that. And people suggested ivy. And it was funny because that's exactly what I was thinking and kind of picturing in my mind, was weaving some ivy through that. Not a lot, just a little bit, because I really want the I'm sorry about the phone. We don't answer our home phone. I really want the grapevine to show. And so they didn't have any. I didn't really expect them to, but I just wanted to look anyway, and I had to go to pick up something else. So I looked, and they didn't have any. So yeah, let me take you into the kitchen, and I'm going to show you the hutch. Okay, let me see. Turn on the light here. Oh, I don't know if you can see it too well. Let me see. Let's see if I can turn on the light. All right. And you see, I didn't really change up a whole lot. It just cleaned out the very bottom. I had a lot of my mason jars for canning stored down there, and I just left the jars of preserved pickles that I had made, garlic dill pickles. And then I have my Rae Dunn pet canisters and my grandmother's rolling pin, and then some of my Rae Dunn baking dishes that I actually use. So they're not only decorative, but I use those. And then I just had the door, probably one of the dogs did that. And we have our wooden gate up so our dogs don't go into the living room when I'm not in there. Yeah, so that's it. You can tell that the door and the inside, it's much darker than it was. And that's what I wanted. It was raw wood, and I wanted it darker on the inside so that it would pop. And I'm thinking actually of putting lights in the top of each, on this top of each section. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then the inside of the door, I'm getting ready to, eventually I want to repaint and distress the whole outside. And when I do that, I'll paint the inside of the door the same color so that when it's open like this, it's a very finished look. So that's my plan. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because I know a few people, it's very dark in there. It's an interior room with no outside windows. But I know a few people asked what, I'm sorry, a few people asked what I had done and, you know, how it was finished and that. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. And thank you all for stopping by. If you've made it this far, thank you for sticking with me. And let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a video of me refinishing my dining room table and 2 benches and possibly 2 chairs. If you're interested in seeing some of that, I probably couldn't do the whole thing because it would be a long video. Even with editing, it would be a very long video. But I could show you, I could get it to a point where I could show you me finishing it and then, you know, like I said, show you, you know, the styling of it. So let me know because I would be happy to show you, you know, how I do it, what I use to do it, and that type of thing. All right. I will see you all real soon, and y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.